Today I am going to show you as an intervention specialist how to start a new document, insert banks that are created by your district, creating banks that are personal, inserting information from previous documents, how to import a contact, electronic signature, how to complete the Medicaid parental consent form if you do not need it, and where to locate the data collection form to verify email. First off, I'm going to show you the 4 places in the program where you can start a new document. On the dashboard, I have 2 places, one right here, one down here. Also, if I come over to student document, I can start it here. When I start from one of those 3 places, I have to search for a student that I want to create the document for. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel here so I can show you that 4th spot. Sorry. I'm going to go over to Sawyer Duran's profile. I'm coming over to Special Education tab. And here is the new document. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Document. You notice it automatically puts his name there. If I am on a student and really needing to start it for somebody else, I don't need to get out and go to that student. I can just simply uncheck the X and find that student. We're going to go back to Sawyer. What's different about this between creating a document here in the new SPS compared to Classic? You have document and then what type of document instead of just document. So, like, for example, this says individualized education plan. And then what kind of IEP do I want? Do I want the initial, an amended, a review, or a transfer? But I'm going to create a progress report for this student just so I can show you just a couple other things. So I'm going to come down to the progress report, but I'm also going to take my time a little bit so that you can see all the different types of documents that there are. So I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to choose progress report. These are the different types. There's 4 different types. You have your OP6B, which are your transitions. You have OP6A, which are your goals and objectives. If I choose the transition and goals objectives, that's going to put 6A and 6B both into the progress report. And since he's a 10th grader, I'm going to choose that one. And then you have your WEP progress report. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the transition and goals. I can change the name of it if I want, but if I'm just simply changing the school year, I can actually choose to come down here to school year, change it, and it'll automatically update the name of the progress report. If I go back, it updates it again. This is his grade level. It's not saying he's 10th and staying in 10th. He's just in the 10th grade. I'm going to use my district approved method of picking out when the due date is. And I'm going to copy from my IEP. And I'm going to copy from this 2019-2020 review IEP. I can mark it as a priority, but I don't necessarily have to do it at this point. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. As you can see, it came over. I have 2 goals. I have 1 transition because I thought that I did that, but I'll show you what it looks like. And the reason I'm showing this to you is because both these forms are just a little bit different. So if I go to 6A, which are my goals and objectives. I click on the blue lettering. You can see I'm on the reading goal because it's highlighted. I have a math goal as well. But I'm going to stick to the reading. You would see a goal in here if I would have wrote it in there. I did not. But this is where you do your reporting out every time that you're supposed to. Some places are still reporting out 8 times a year, others are down to 4. Some people report out on these more often. But as I add a date, say I'm reporting out today, so automatically bring up another area to enter another date. I would put in my comment on the progress, and then whether they have met it or not. If I accidentally choose one, I can hit clear and it'll take it off. So like then when the next reporting period comes, I can comment on the progress again, and I've got my yes and no's whether they've met it or not. Down below that are my benchmarks. I have 2 benchmarks, a 1 and a 2. I also have the objective. I have my objective 1 and 2. And I can report out on these objectives and benchmarks down here the same way, just by picking out dates. It'll automatically bring me up again, saying whether they're on track and whether they've met those objectives and benchmarks. And when I'm on the OP6B, which is the transitions, there we go. I actually have to pick a date here. Here's the goal. Again, I thought I brought something over, so I apologize for that. But I can write my comments in and go with my little statuses. I started, in progress, completed. The activity would be listed here, then I can summarize the outcome. I put reporting period 1 in here. So when my second time or every time that I have to report, I actually have to hit new transition. And then again, go in here, pick a date, reporting period 2, and do the same thing over again, giving my outcomes and summarizing them and what status they're in. And if I want to go back out to the main area where it has my 6A, 6B, I can add attachment on here. That's how I get to that. I just kind of wanted to show you how to start a new document and some of the other features that were in the progress report. So now I'm going to move on to inserting banks that were created by your district. So I want to get back out to Sawyer's list of documents. I'm just going to click on his name. You can still see that I'm on the special education tab. And I'm going to go ahead and look at his IEP. I'm going to go to the cover page because our district wants us to put scholarship information on the other information part of the cover page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. When I click into the box of other information, you're going to see copy from, and you're going to see this gray dot. If I hover over the gray dot, that means that I have a district bank item available. So I'm going to click on that. I have my personal bank, and I have a district bank. So I'm going to go ahead and click on district. Here's a little preview of what we need on there. I can either insert it where my cursor is at. I can copy and paste it it up there or copy and paste it somewhere else outside of Special Services. Go ahead and hit Insert, and it puts it right into this box for me. In order to get out of the bank information, because you can't go anywhere, I just hit the X there, and now I have my scholarship eligibility notice on my other information part of the cover page. And I'm finished with the cover page, and I'm going to hit Complete. That's completing the entire cover page. No matter where I'm at, I'm on the cover page. And you can see that it's completed. And you can see I'm 85% complete because I haven't completed all of the documents. And I can't complete the entire document until all of those are checked. There will be a complete here when I go to the end. So first, I'm going to go to Measurable Annual Goals. I'm going to go to my math. If I come to this measurable goal, you can see there's a blue dot, which means I have a bank that I've created as a user, and there's a gray dot for the district dot. So I click on that. Here are my personal dots, or I'm sorry, personal bank and my district bank. As you can see, I have one on there, but I can add another one. So I have to get out, click here, and then hit Create. Telling me my location. This is the only place that I can use that bank, and I need to name it. And I come into the box, and this is what I want to use. So a bank is something that you can, that is a common statement that you might make, but maybe you need to adjust it a little bit for each student because this is an individualized education plan. So one sheet doesn't fit everybody. There's a couple little things that you can do. I can put in a hashtag first and then end the hashtag, and that's going to bring in a student's first name. No matter who the student is, it'll put their first name in. As I'm on Sawyer's, I'm going to put his first name there. And I can also do a hashtag he/she, and it'll bring in the correct gender for the he/she. So many minutes per week. I'm going to highlight these X's for myself so they kind of stand out. So I know that I need to change that because obviously for Sawyer it might be 15 minutes, but for Susie it might be that she needs to practice 30 minutes. Once I have that language in there, I can hit create. So if you already have like a document with some common stuff in there, you don't have to like retype it all out. You can actually copy and paste it in here and put all these little hashtags and maybe highlight the areas that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And now that I have it in there, you can see where Sawyer's name came in and says me. And so I'm going to go ahead and just, I've got my cursor here. I'm going to go ahead and hit insert. And then I can double click and it's going to highlight those X's. And I'm going to put 30 minutes per week. Now that I have it in there, get out of the bank. And now you see that in my measurable goal. So now I'm done with my measurable goals. I'm going to mark that as complete. Stop for a second. I do want to show you how to insert from a previous document. So I'm going to come into this present level of academic achievement. Let's pretend I didn't do like a copy from existing, and this was a total blank document, which that is what I did when I created this. But I want to put, I really like the present level that I put in there last year or whatever. So I could actually insert that without creating the whole document from existing. And I'm going to come over to this little arrow here on the left. It's going to say import from document. So this is like, how do I get around navigate? I want to click this little import from document and say select a document. I'm going to select last year's IEP. And I'm going to select the annual goals area. And I'm going to use present level. So I can preview what was in there by just looking at it real quick. I say, oh yeah, that looks good. I need to, adjust a couple little things in there, but then I just simply hit copy. I'm in here and I can either control V or I can right click paste. But I have the same outcome. Come in here, kind of read over it again, make any adjustments that I need to make, and mark that as complete. And to get back to navigation, I just click over here, and now I'm in navigation. I go back out to the IP, and you can see that I'm 90% done. And I need to now update who is coming to the IEP meeting, because I found out Dad is, we want to put his name on the cover page. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cover page. I've already completed it. All I have to do is hit complete it again, and it'll open it up to where I can make changes. So I am on the IEP, I am on the cover page, and I'm on the student information part of the cover page. I'm going to drop down to the parent guardian information. And you can see I have Stephanie here. Stephanie's the primary contact because that's who automatically gets fed into these documents. But I am going to go ahead and add Dad on there. So I'm going to hit modify contact. Now you see there's a star by Stephanie's name. That's going to be an indicator that she is the primary contact. I'm going to go to new contact, and I'm underlined under that. And yes, so you know that that's what I'm on. I'm going to hit import. From the drop down, I'm going to pick Roger. Here's his address. Addresses and any information needs to be changed in student information. It cannot be changed in special services. However, if you have a change and you need it done today, if you change it in student information, it'll automatically feed over into special services right away, which is a good thing. There's no more waiting for the next day or calling us and saying, oh, we had a kid enroll today and we're having a IEP meeting today. Can you push it through? It'll automatically come over. So that does include enrolled students as well as like any kind of updated demographic information. Here it looks like you can make changes, but that's just a drop down just in case there's more than one home phone number. Same with work and cell and email. If there's more than one email, I can pick which one I want on there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit import. And now I have Roger and I have Stephanie. I'm going to add one more contact just so I can show you a couple other little things here. And I'm just going to enter Walter real quick and hit import. So if I'm on Rogers, anytime there's tabs, this is not true just for contacts. You have goals, you have benchmarks, you have whatever else, the transitions on that progress report, anytime that there's these tabs, these functions are available. So I can press on these little three dots. I can make a copy of that. I can rename it. So maybe I want to put like dad behind it because I have two men on here and maybe one grandpa. I can also move that contact to the left or goal or whatever, move that tab. So now use the first tab instead of the second. Or I can move it right. Or I actually hit Walter instead of Roger and I need to get him off of there. I can hit those three dots and I can hit delete. It's going to ask me, are you sure you want to delete? I say yes. That's just deleting it from the document. It's not deleting his information, out of student information or anything. It's just deleting it from the stuff. So now I can go ahead and mark my cover page is complete again. And I come back out here and I'm at 90%. So there's a couple of things I wanted to show on this real quick. I can hit signatures and I want to show the electronic signature, how that works. So any of the signature boxes are going to have this little sign. So I just click on it. And I can't hit continue until both of these boxes are checked. So I do intend to sign electronically. I check that. And I do accept the term. So I click that. I hit continue. It brings up a signature box. You can use the touch screen. You can use the mouse. You can use the mouse pad on your laptop, whatever means you have. You can use outside sources. But I'm going to sign it. And once I have my signature in there, I'm getting kind of good at that, just saying. I hit confirm. If I didn't like it, I can go back in there, hit again, continue. I can clear it, try again, or I can clear it there. Fine. We all know that gets tricky. So I have my signature, and I'm done with my signature page. I mark it complete. See what else I don't have checked off yet. So if I expand this, I don't always have to go back out here to see what's not checked off. So I am missing this Medicaid parental consent. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to come out here first. So the Medicaid parental consent, if it's turned on at the district level, it's going to go on all of these documents. So I understand that you guys don't need it. So we put in an enhancement request to be able to put that on this additional form. So if you need an additional form, you have your ACT accommodation request, all that good stuff. We're asking that to be put on here. So if the district has that Medicaid turned off, they have at least that Medicaid form in here as an additional form. But for now, it's on all of them. So if you don't need it, let me get on here real quick. I'm not able to mark that as complete because no data has been entered. I'm not going to check these because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to have a parent sign off on it because I don't need it. So our suggestion is to come down to this additional information box. Simply click in there, put a period, and then now that will allow you to complete that document. So I'm going to go ahead and put mark as completed. I'm going to check this real quick. I've got all my little check marks. I can also go back to the cover page and look at that form status. You can see I have them all checked off there as well. So I'm coming out here and I want to make sure that I have everything entered before I hit this complete here. Because once I have it completed, document is complete and that we can't change it. So So I'm going to hit my View DCF data collection form, or what used to be called Verify EMIS. I click on that. It brings up the form for me. It has all the information that I need, or I make sure that it has everything that I need before I do it. I can print it and save it. I'm going to go ahead and hit exit. Print preview. I might want to print preview just to kind of scan through it, make sure that I do have everything in there. Because there's not any safeguards that, hey, you forgot this and you forgot that. It's just looking for information on that. So I always suggest that you do go through it and review it before you complete the document. As you can see, I don't have a lot of stuff in here because I wasn't about to write an IEP. If I want to print it off, it's a good idea to put that draft on there so nobody thinks it's final copy, because obviously this is a draft still. I can hide the watermark if I don't want it on there. Print it, save it, exit preview. So I'm just going to pretend that everything's good and I'm good to go. And I'm going to hit complete if I have that capability and I'm allowed to do that. Some districts are only 1 or 2 people complete documents. So I'm going to go ahead and hit complete. And now when I go back, you can see this lock on here. I can't do anything. Delete it if I need to, but I can't do anything because it's now been completed. And actually, intervention specialists should not be able to delete documents once they're completed. I would hit the Sawyer Duran again. And you're going to see it down here, and you can see that I have it right here. And if I hover over that, it's just saying it's publishing is completed document. And what that kind of means is that it is transferring it all from computer form to a PDF. So that's in the process. And that's why the hourglass is there. You won't be able to open it until that hourglass is gone. So let's say I forgot to look at the DCF, or I did look at it and I forgot to print it. I can't get to it here. You see that? I can't get through the old ones. So I have to come out to student documents. And all I have to do here is click on one of these 3 dots. I'm going to do his because I know his will open up. Again, demo database. Here's the one that I was working on. All I have to do is click on this 3 arrows, hit the DCF tool, and it's going to open back up for me and try to print it or do whatever I need to do. So that concludes the presentation for today. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact HCC Student Services on our main line is 513-728-7997. And any of the team members will be glad to help you out and get you the help that you need. Have a great day.